Hey everyone, with Jesus Jack's Day coming up this weekend, I just wanted to go ahead and give you kind of my method of evangelism. There's going to be a lot of people out on the streets doing evangelism, telling people about Christ, and so I just wanted to share with you kind of the way that I do it and see if maybe that would help any of you. But first, before I do that, I want to convince you that Jurassic Park is the best movie ever made. Now, if you came here to hear about evangelism and you're wondering why I'm talking about Jurassic Park, stick with me because it'll make sense at the end. But to me, Jurassic Park, as you can see, I'm a big fan of Jurassic Park. I love all things Jurassic Park. People sometimes give me gifts that have to do with Jurassic Park. And, you know, I just love it. I think it's the greatest movie ever made. You might be saying to yourself, didn't Avengers Endgame just make like a quadruple $1 billion or whatever at the box office this weekend? You know, how much money did Jurassic Park make? And I honestly, I don't know. I don't know how much money it made. I don't think it made that much. Or I think it made a lot, but not as much as Endgame. And then someone else might say, well, didn't, something like The Life of Pi or some other movie, win all these awards and all these honors and get that, what did Jurassic Park win? And, I don't know. I didn't look it up. And I'm not sure if Jurassic Park even won any awards. I think it should have, but I don't know if it did. So why do I think that Jurassic Park is the best movie ever made? Well, it's because of the way I experienced it. You see, first of all, as a kid, I loved dinosaurs. I knew everything there was about dinosaurs. I had every book on dinosaurs. I went to the museum. And when they came out with this trailer that promised dinosaurs, and in the movie trailer, they didn't even show any of the dinosaurs. They just hinted at them. I was so excited. And when I sat in that theater for the first time and they revealed that brachiosaur, which, by the way, growing up was a brontosaurus. I don't know who changed the name. I don't know why. But anyways, when that brachiosaur made his debut, my mind was blown. I'd never seen computer graphics like that. I'd never seen something that looked like a real, honest-to-goodness dinosaur. I guess it should be worth noting that this happened to be the first movie I ever went and saw with my wife. And it's the perfect movie. Well, she wasn't my wife then. We were dating. And this is the perfect date movie. Because it's not so scary that, you're going to jump and look scared as a guy or whatever. But it's also just scary enough that it gives her excuse to grab my arm and hold on tight. And so, I was feeling all the feels and just loving that. And, it just has a certain place in my memory because it was the first movie I experienced with Tina. All I can tell you is that to me, what I experienced, the way that I saw that movie, is the best movie ever. Now, let me come back to evangelism. See, what I just did is I don't have any facts to support that Jurassic Park is the best movie ever made. I don't have any quantifiable evidence that I can present you. I don't have anything that I can show you to say, look, here's the undeniable proof that this is the best movie ever made. But what I have is my experience, the way I experienced, the way it changed me, the way that it made me feel inside and the effect that it had on my life. Now, that's just a movie. When I talk to people about Jesus Christ, this is the exact same way I talk to them. I don't come out to someone who doesn't believe in the Bible and tell them that because it says this in the Bible, therefore Christianity is right. And I don't come out with a bunch of statistics and say, look at all this quantifiable data that says Christianity must be right. And if someone asks me a question, like if you would ask me, well, how much money did Jurassic Park earn versus Endgame? I don't know the answer to that. And if somebody asks me a question about Christianity that I don't know the answer to, I'm not afraid to say, you know what? I don't know. Let me get back with you. I'll try to find out. Or just simply, I don't know. But here's what I can tell you, and this is what anybody can do. You can say, what has Christianity done for you? How has it changed your life? What has Jesus been doing in you? Maybe it's something that happened to you right when you got saved. Maybe it's something Jesus is doing for you right now. But you know how your life has changed. You can relate your experience. And there's nothing that anyone can say to say that didn't happen or that's not how you feel or that's not true, because it is, because it's your experience. It's your reality. And that's all we're trying to do is share with people what Jesus means to us. Who is he to you? And that's all evangelism is sharing what Jesus Christ means to you, who he is, how has he changed your life, and how much you love him. I think that if we approach it from that way, rather than trying to memorize a bunch of things or trying to depersonalize it, I think you're going to have a lot more success. So just remember my story of Jurassic Park. I'm sure every one of you has had a conversation with someone else where you have defended your choice of movie, or you've defended your TV show or something to say it's the best ever. Think about that and how you would do that if, instead of talking about that TV show or about that movie, you were talking about Jesus and the experiences you've had in your life. That's evangelism in a nutshell.